So we now have the cane completed, and we still have to round it up, but we have to separate the cane from the arm area there. So we're just going to put a little notch there to separate it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to round off these arms a little bit more. We might put a little bit more of a V-cut right where the arms are attached, or the wings, whatever you want to call them. So there you can really see the difference. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to kind of go in and come from the other side and do the same thing. Alright, now we're pretty well done here with the front for right now. We can round off the wing area here. Same thing over here. We're going to just go down and round that off. The feet, I want to show you how I did that. Well, I'll show you in the next video. I don't have the thing right here next to me to reach it. The thing we're going to do next is we're going to go to the back side, and we're going to do the foot. We're going to just bring this in a little bit at an angle, like a little V-cut there and there. See if we can get that to come out. It's kind of squared off at the top and that rounded, so you want to be careful of that a little bit. So we definitely want to make a nice notch there to show the feet, a little bit of a difference there. And same thing here. We're going to just kind of bring this down a little bit, inward, and just kind of notch that out. Just like that. Okay. Now, the arms come around the back. It's very small. It's not really huge with these wings, so you have to imagine it's going through the foot, coming out about here. Alright, so we're just going to do this. Same thing over here. We're going to kind of just bring this down and around like that. Now this arm looks a little bit longer, but that's alright. And we're going to notch that out. A nice big V cut. Just like so. Good. And we're going to bring that arm a little bit underneath that foot there. I was looking at the color schemes. Real ones, they do have an orange foot and an orange bill. I used to do the bills yellow, and I still might do that with an orange foot. I haven't figured that out quite yet. So when I get to that point, I'll explain on my last video what I decided to do with this. But you can paint them any way you want. The black and white is a nice contrast. I always like that. Even with our calves, they were black and white, and I like the contrast of black and white. Right. And then we also are going to round off his butt area here and bring this up around this portion right up to the foot, right, just like so. Same thing over here. We're going to just put a little notch in and bring that right up to the foot, like a continuance of the foot there, the web foot. This is a nice project to do in an evening or so. If you're looking for something kind of quick and not a lot of detail, you can put as much detail in these as you want. You know, that Indian that I did, the chief, that took some time to paint that. You know, but if you're looking for something fairly simple, this is a good one to do. That doesn't require a lot of painting skills. It's just going to be like 3 or 4 colors. Well, your white, your black, and your candy cane is going to be red and white, a little bit of red, and white for the cap, red for the cap, and then probably orange for the feet. There's not a whole lot of colors to it. Alright, now on the back of this one I have it where his hips are showing a little bit, so we're going to do that as well. We're going to go from just about, let's cut this out a little bit here. Notch that out a little bit. And we're just going to move from here down, just a little bit of a notch. We're not going to make it as distinct as that other one. There we go. Alright, same thing over here. We're going to just notch a little piece out. Just gives it a little bit of shape, which I like. I like his legs are sticking out there. You know, the continuance of his leg while he's sitting. Alright, so that finishes up the back end pretty well. You can round this up as much as you like, but I like to have this butt sticking out a little bit, so what I'll do is I'll undercut here a little bit more. Now his eyes are not showing, of course, which makes it an easy carving as well. You don't have to worry about matching the eyes up and stuff. I'm just going back around. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the cap on. Give me an idea where the brim of his hat's going to be, just like the Santa's and everything else. And I'll be using a V-tool cutting this out once it's done. We'll texture this and the tassel. And when we come back, well, let's do this. Let's trim this down a little bit more. Just that corner there. Remember that was sticking out so far. We're going to take all the rough stuff off. That can't be on this thing. And then we're going to just round off this candy cane. Take your time, just try to go along with the grain if you can. And we're going to do the bottom side as well. It's just taking off that corner, and that will make it look nice and round.